Ching here. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited to get my iPad Pro 2020. So this is so exciting. So today in my video, I'm gonna show you three parts. The first part is talking about the technical specs about this product, and the second part is Q&A. Is it really worth it to buy this product? Is it really worth it to upgrade your existing iPad if you got one already? The third part is about how I make the most use of this iPad Pro in my daily lives. So let's start it right now. I'm so excited. Alright guys, the first part is about the technical specs about this product. As you can see, this one has the three components. The first one is the iPad Pro, the tablet itself, and the second is the Apple Pencil, and the third is the Magic Keyboard. The iPad Pro has a lot of good stuff in it, so it's definitely the best iPad ever so far. If you want to have a best tablet, definitely this iPad Pro 2020 is the way you go. The tablet itself, it's so fast. The Apple actually has a logo on their website saying it's much faster than any of the laptops that you are using right now. It's because of the one, it's A12Z Bionic chip, and also the 6 GB RAM, which runs much faster than the 4 GB RAM. It is more responsive, and the system is running much faster than the previous iPad that you've got. And also with the product itself, what I've got right now is a 12.9-inch size. And the color of this tablet is a space gray, and it has a Wi-Fi only. So if you go to the Apple website, they have the two different options, whether you can choose a size of 11 or 12.9. It depends on what you need it for. If you need a smaller screen and chuck it anywhere if you want, easy for carrying the tablet with you, so definitely 11-inch is a better option, but I prefer the 12.9-inch because when it comes with the Magic Keyboard, the keys actually on the keyboard gives you a more space to put your hands on. So what I prefer is a 12.9-inch. With a bigger screen, gives you a better experience on opening the CAD file or the PDF file, or you do some notes and brainstorming. It gives you more space to write your notes on. The good thing about this Apple Pencil, the second generation of Apple Pencil, is you don't need to go into the home button and then choose the Note app and then use the Apple Pencil to write it on. You can simply, a quickest way is tap. You can just write it any ideas if you want immediately and save it. And another good thing of this Apple Pencil is this is the second generation. The difference is it has a eraser function. If you double click this area over here, it switch over between the marker and the eraser function, so you can actually erase it. So this is the thing I like about this second generation Apple Pencil. It also has my customized engrave over here. The color of the tablet can have two different options as well, the space gray and also the silver. With the storage, it has a 128 GB as a minimum storage, and you can also choose the 256 or 512, and 1 TB. That's the maximum that you can get from this product if you want to spend a lot of money on the storage. But on the other hand, you got the iCloud, so that's the reason I've only bought like 128 GB, which gives me the basic needs of the storage. But if you want to upgrade the storage and you want to upload more file into this tablet, you got the Apple iCloud, which always gives you, extra amount of storage that you need. The biggest thing of this camera is LiDAR system, which has a AR sensor, the scanner in it, so you can actually do a augmented reality by using this tablet, and gives you a real feeling of the virtual world, and AR scanner gives you a different kind of experience in this real world. To come a amazing companion for this Apple Pro is the Magic Keyboard. As you can see, it's quite solid and rigid. You can close it off and open this up. It has a USB-C charging over here. So in 1.5 hours, you can fully charge the iPad Pro. And it has two angles. You can actually go through this angle right here. When you actually propped on your chest, like watching movie, and you can actually see it's quite easy and to reach the screen. But when you change to the working mode, you definitely change it to the 130-degree angle. It does give you a much better position close to your eye level, which you can definitely, gives you a super comfy angle to do your work while you put on your desk. It has a scissor mechanism keyboard comes with it. It gives you a 1 millimeters of travel for the response. You can have a much better keyboard typing experience than you have if you got the previous iPad with the Portfolio Smart Keyboard, which is a butterfly keyboard, mechanism keyboard. That one is not as good as this one. Is much better than that, because the 1 millimeters of travel for the response gives you a better typing experience. And if you're typing for a long time, you won't feel tired. But with the butterfly keyboard, you will feel tired immediately because it doesn't give you that kind of traveling response. So from this product, Apple has put a lot of thoughts, butterfly keyboard to the scissor keyboard, and gives you the trackpad. This is the best part of it. Your next computer is not a computer. This is definitely the trackpad because of the trackpad. The trackpad gives you a computer experience, which is like a mouse that you're using. But with this one, you got to learn about how to use the multi-finger gesture to control the screen and to go to the different functions that you like. And the next thing I want to show you guys is when you go to the home button, basically what I will do is it's got the Face ID, it got the Face ID, and then you use the 3 fingers to, so normally what I just press the space button and then you use the 3 fingers and to go back to the home page, which is so trackpad. The good thing is you got to learn a little bit about the multi-finger gestures, like a three fingers. You swipe up, it goes to the home page, and if you swipe up and hold, and you can actually delete those apps. And you use the 2 fingers to swipe left and right. And if you click, for example, if you click one of the app, another thing I want to show you guys is a split view, which gives you the multitasking. This is one of the big reasons I bought this iPad that I'll show you right now. So, for example, we've already opened an app, and this is like a full screen. But if you want to have a split view, for example, you want to do a quick replying to a message, and then you just simply drag this app to the right hand side, and it gives you a two screen right now. And when you finish this replying this message, and you can simply drag it this left or right hand, depends on which space that you need for which screen. So now you have a bigger screen now to type in your message. Or if you don't want to look at a message right now, but you still want to keep it open, and then you can still have a split view of this music over here. So you can actually swipe left and to the right and right to the left. And if you don't want the message to show again, you just simply swipe all the way to the end, and then it gives you this full screen of the previous page that you've got. And you can hold it and you can tap it like this. So this is the this is a perfect reason that I want my iPad. I want to buy this iPad. It gives you a floating, so you can see this iPad is floating on top of this keyboard, which gives you a much more space to put your fingers right at the bottom, and to gives you more space to do the typing. So that's one of the reasons they're doing a floating design over here. And this is a perfect engineering art behind this design over here, as you can see. So guys, you know, this iPad Pro 2020, it has a augmented reality. That's the highlights of this product, which has the AR scanner built inside. So we just I just show you how the virtual world comes to the real world by using the AR scanner. So for example, we use this app which is called the Froggy. So what I want to do right now is probably day 3. So you show day 1 and day 3 is, and now just gives you how it becomes a frog. And if we use the AR scanner, then we find, you notice that this little yellow screen, so tap anywhere in the yellow square to place the frog. So let's put my frog over here. So you actually can see my frog is sitting on my rug. And I tap it and tap on the highlight to pin the forelimb. So I tap this one, tap, tap, and tap it here. And mark the line of incision on the skin along the indicated line. So I mark it up this like this, and to mark it here, and to mark it here. Using the forceps, slowly peel the skin outwards. Identify and drag the organ to the tray. Is it the largest digestive gland? Can you locate it? Digestive must be this one, and you put it on the tray. No, it's not right. Then the liver. Great job. Yeah, I've done it right. The larger muscular organ partially digests food. Can you identify it? So it must be this one here. Another thing I want to show you guys is the measure tool. So it gives you a more precise measure. If you can see, if I place this, I want to know how tall my little bear is. So I add this one here at a point, and then I drag it to about this bit over here. So it does show my little bear is 34 centimeters tall. And if I want to have a quick measure of my JBL, what's the height of it? So I'll just add a point and then drag it to up here. So my JBL is actually 25 centimeters high. The IKEA. So this app is IKEA designed for it. And get started. IKEA Place lets you see true to scale IKEA. So if I want to put probably a chair, And I just go to here and place my chair. Point the marker towards where you want to place the furniture and confirm. So I won't put it in here. Wow, you can see it's a big chair sitting on my floor. This is my chair. Hello guys, let's jump into the second part, which is Q&A. I think the first question is this really can replace the laptop that you have currently? My answer is nope. There is a few reasons. The first reason is even we got this keyboard over here, it doesn't have the key functions like Control C and Control V and Control F. So without those key functions, it really takes you a lot of time to get used to these multi-finger gesture and sometimes you have to combine the keyboard and using your hand by touching the screen and to do a few functions without those functions in place. The second reason, even we have the trackpad and cursor support, it can only meet the basic needs when you do the Word document, Excel, but you may find its limitation to do doing some more precise work on the Excel or the Word document because it's lack of mouse and also the Control V and Control F, that sort of key functions that I've mentioned. The third reason is some of the apps and software on this iPad is still a little bit different. So when I'm doing the video editing works, I'm using a software on the iPad. But when I actually use the same software on the laptop, it has more precise functions in that software. So it definitely the iPad version and MacBook version with some sort of apps and softwares is totally different. So I would be super cautious if I spend lots of money on this iPad Pro if I've already got a MacBook. So it's something that we need to think about it when you actually invest a chunk of money on this luxury product. Another question is why we need this iPad Pro 2020. Like why this is so luxury, why it's cost you so much money, why? I've already showed some of the features of this product with the Apple Pencil, the amazing stuff of this iPad Pro tablet and a super magic keyboard that we have. But except that, biggest reason I've bought this one is because of its fun experience of combining of the Apple Pencil, the touch screen and the keyboard and with the trackpad which is equivalent to the laptop. So this is all the combining experience that you have that you can't have it from any of the products like MacBook or another biggest reason is with the split view that I've just shown you, you can do the multitasking. You can basically watching the YouTube app here and on the right hand screen you can actually writing down the notes, or if someone message you, you need to reply immediately and you drag that message to the right hand side and to reply to that message right away. Another reason of buying this product myself is to carry this anywhere if I like, to the cafe, to the restaurant, and I can set up a second workstation in my bedroom. I can just simply put on your lap and just do your work like this on your bed in your bedroom. So you can carry it into any comfy position you like rather than sitting on the chair in front of a computer and sitting there all day. So it definitely gives you the flexibility on carrying it anywhere that you find it super comfy and to focus on your work in that position. No matter you study or doing some creative work or email reply, or it does meet all your basic needs. and getting things done in a more efficient and in a quicker way. So with the laptop, you have to carry the heavy laptop, and sometimes because of it's heavy, you probably just sit down, try to do some work in front of the laptop. But here it's like it does follow you, not you follow the laptop, if that makes sense. Big thing I bought this one is because I've started running my YouTube channel and I'm doing a lot of video editing stuff. And the amazing thing of this one is when I take the videos from my iPhone, and because of the iCloud, all the images automatically and videos automatically uploaded into my iPad. So every time when I open my iPad, go to my photos and videos, it just all those videos and photos automatically pop up for me, so I don't need to transfer the files in between the two different devices, and this makes my life so much easier and save me a lot of time on transferring the files and videos and that sort of stuff. You don't need to spend a single second on that. This is one of the biggest reasons I like about this product. As I mentioned again, you can use the Apple Pencil to quickly take notes, and you can quick schedule the things that you want, and you can focus on the to-do list. You can schedule anything for the following weeks, and you try to get you on top of the things every single day. So this is quite a good way to keep you super efficient and plan things, schedule things, to do your to-do list, and make sure that everything has been ticked off at the end of the day. And this is super efficient. Another thing is, with this keyboard, this keyboard is slightly heavier than the iPad tablet itself. So if you think you carry this whole thing could be too heavy, then you probably just simply to put this off and to carry this tablet anywhere if you like, if you don't need the keyboard to do something. Another thing is for charging, it's so easy. They have the USB-C port over here for charging only. So you just plug in the cable and charge it for like 1.5 hours around, and gives you 100% battery, and gives you up to 10 hours battery life. If you do like a web browsing or like watching the videos, like 10 hours, and you can keep it going for you all day basically. So it's amazing. So you don't need to worry about this battery running out, or even the Apple Pencil. Every time when you pop it back in, as I mentioned, automatically charge. Another big thing I want to mention is the amazing 4 speakers audio system built in. So it has 4 speakers, 1, 2, and on this side it has 1 and 2. It's amazing speaker. I have my JBL like playing my music every single day, but it's kind of like you kind of feel like this speaker is more high quality, high end, and high class audio system. So it has amazing speaker. Trust me, this is the best speaker I've ever had. Even compared to my JBL, I think this speaker is even better. I want to mention is, if you want to buy this product, if you're still a uni student, and you can go to the Apple official website and then go to the education home store. A student, you can actually get a discount, a student discount price of these products. So because currently I'm still with another university, it's actually to buy this tablet, the keyboard, and Apple Pencil, it saves me about 500 Australian dollars if you are a student. So definitely use it, make the most use of the student discount on the Apple official website. Another good thing is I've got a Apple TV Plus, which is like a Netflix. So it gives you like a 1-year free trial of the Apple movie and any of the TV programs in the Apple TV. So this is another bonus on top of it. Alright guys, this is end of this part. Here is a summary. If you already got like 2018 or 2019 iPad, or if you got the iPad Air, I don't recommend to buy a new iPad Pro 2020 because function wise and with the speed, processor, that sort of technical specs, I think it's quite similar. I don't really recommend to buy a new iPad. But if you really like to enjoy the super fast system, fancy combination of these 1, 2, 3, and these combination of these three kind of gives you a entertaining and the fun experience. If you don't really focus on that sort of area, then I think it's not worth it to buy this luxury product. If you've already got a MacBook and if you want to buy this iPad Pro just because of this is your next computer, I would say no, this is definitely far away from being a real computer at this stage. So if you've already got a laptop or a MacBook, I would not recommend you to buy this iPad Pro just because of its logo saying your next computer is not a computer. I think with the keys functions over here and with a few things I've mentioned just now, is still a long way to go to get to a computer equivalent level. And another question is, if you've already got a 2018 iPad Pro and or iPad Air, so you want to try this Magic Keyboard, is it worth it to spend like nearly 600 Australian dollars just on this Magic Keyboard? If you've already a MacBook user and you get used to this trackpad, I would say, and you want to try the new experience from this Caesar Magnesium keyboard, I would say definitely try this out and buy this product. But if you don't want to spend that much money on this keyboard, there is another type of keyboard from another company which is called Logic. If you buy the keyboard from Logic, I think it saves you about 200 Australian dollars, roughly like that. And it gives you the similar typing experience from that kind of keyboard too, and save you a lot of money. And also with a Logic keyboard, it has a wider angle, so you can actually to adjust the position all the way down to the 180 degree, not 130 only. If you have a limited budget, I would say you buy another different keyboard from Logic company, not from Apple, then probably that will be a better solution out of it. And also the LiDAR system, the AR scanner, and the augmented reality, that kind of function, I think it does make our life a lot more different since this technology brought in. I would say that even we don't use this technology that much at this stage, but I believe with the NASA, with the AR technology is evolving so quickly right nowadays, I would say that definitely in the future has a huge impact on our life. We can't see much benefits right now from the AR technology, but we definitely would see that it's going to impact our life in our future point at some stage. Probably you guys have another question about what if I only buy the iPad tablet without the Apple Pencil and the Magic Keyboard? I would say then it's probably not worth it to buy the iPad tablet itself if you've already got an iPad tablet from the last year or 2018 version. I think for this product, if you buy the iPad Pro tablet, you definitely should buy the Apple Pencil come with it and this Magic Keyboard as a whole. I think it definitely gives you a more completed new experience of using this new product. If you buy the iPad tablet only, I would say that you lost a lot of experiences by using Apple Pencil and Magic Keyboard, and that's the real reason that Apple see this product as a milestone is because of its accessories of this Apple Pencil and Magic Keyboard. So I definitely think that you've already spent much money on this tablet, then a little bit extra money on the Apple Pencil, and probably another extra huge amount of money on buying this iPad, on buying this Magic Keyboard. Is definitely worth it to buy them, and using these three of them as a one unit. I think this is definitely worth it to buy and spend money on this. Alright guys, let's jump into the part 3. In the part 3, I'm using this iPad 4-speaker audio system, which you can actually hear my voice right now through this iPad. So today I'm going to show you how I make the most use of my iPad by using several tips in this iPad system. So let's start it. As you can see from here, we have a snapshot of what's going on here by just simply scroll up and down of the notes, calendar, weather, and what's the recent news over here. You have this little cursor which can automatically attach to the point where you want to point to the content. You can actually open up for example, the schedule. You can simply just use your hand by tapping event, by touching the screen, and create a new event over here. For example, grocery, shopping, and then add it into your calendar over here. So you can just change the time and date and drag it around into a different date if you like. And the next thing I want to show you is the split view and multitasking I've mentioned earlier in this video. So what I have as a home page, and I want to open up a specific video learning something about the hydraulics, pressure and flow. So kind of what I'll do is I type a hydraulics, pressure and flow. Yeah, hydraulics pressure formula. And I simply open up the full screen of this YouTube. And I drag my notes to the right hand side. And you can create a new notes right now while you're still watching your pressure, flow, hydraulic stuff. Taking down the notes while I'm listening to a tutorial or or want to get some new knowledge. So now we're done the notes. Another thing I want to show you guys how I'm using my iPad in my daily life is with the Apple Pencil. You drag it from the corner and then drag it to the center point. Then you can simply take a screenshot. So with the Apple Pencil, it just makes it so quicker and easier to take a snipping. And these are the features to show you how you're going to use these tips to make the most use of this iPad. What I'm going to show you guys, another important tip I'm going to use for the iPad, I'm using for the iPad all the time, is some of the notes is in my handwriting. And if I type the recipe here, there are 2 results found, which shows the recipe, this keyword in my notes. As you can see here, I'm using this iPad for the daily vlog and sometimes for the cooking, and I bring the iPad to the cooking bench, and sometimes I do the workout and I just put an iPad into a proper position, which I can see my workout training video just in front of me. And you can do the self-reflection, and you can have your to-do list, lesson learned from all the YouTube and different other videos resources, and you can take down the notes at the same time with using the multitasking split view. There is actually a lot of built-in apps in Apple system that if you can make the most use of those apps, you can definitely, it can save you a lot of time on the monthly budgeting using the already auto populated template that Apple does it for you. So you basically open the numbers in the app, and then it gives you this, fancy figure, and if you just simply type in the figure that you spend the different items, the grocery, rug, flight, petrol, movie tickets, and the figure just automatically change it for you, and you don't even need to go to your own Excel and populate a figure for yourself. So it's much simpler and easier if you can really get used to those Apple built-in apps in here. And here, this is some notes that I've been taking for taking this video for my iPad review. And this is one of the app called Pages. Is a built-in app in the iPad. So guys, basically this is all for today about this iPad review, and this is definitely an amazing product that I ever had so far. It helped me a lot to schedule my meetings and to plan things and for my to-do list, and try to structurize and brainstorming a lot of ideas to put it down right here. And it always get me on top of the things for every single day. So I really like my iPad Pro.